What is up, YT? This is GVM-uk, and today we're in Witcher 3, but we're playing it a bit differently today. We're playing it in first-person mode, thanks to a mod called Absolute Camera. I've always enjoyed The Witcher 3, but I always felt that it needed a first-person mode. And now, thanks to the brilliant modding community, we can now play Witcher 3 in first-person mode. Although, be it it's not a full-on, full-blown first-person mode. The exploration, the walking around, and just the general, walking around and exploring is in first person mode. Combat is still in third person. Horse riding can be in first person if you wish. It doesn't work too well, but you can still manipulate the camera to how you wish. And that's exactly what this mod does. The mod's called Absolute Camera, and basically allows you to manipulate the cameras around Geralt to how you want. And it has different categories like exploration, horse riding, combat, swimming, and all kinds of things. And then different stages within that. So in exploration, you have your running, sprinting, and you can change the camera for everything you do. Which also leads to the problem that it's never going to be a full-on first-person mode. It gets a bit glitchy now and then. Your head can get stuck into things because it's not actually looking through Geralt's eyes. The camera is just positioned slightly above Geralt's head, and it works well walking around. Looking at things, you can actually see the detail in stuff now. Unless you're sitting directly in front of a huge giant TV screen, playing in third person mode with Geralt can sometimes, you can miss things and miss the detail that's gone into this beautiful, gorgeous, vast open world. And for me personally, it adds a whole new element to the game. I just love just walking around, taking in the atmosphere, taking in the scenery and the detail that has gone into developing this living world. And it seems even more alive when you're looking through, technically looking through Geralt's eyes. I'm doing it in quotation marks here. Now, setting up the camera to how you like is a bit of trial and error. It's using sliders in a menu. So, you have to change the slider a bit. You have an X, Y, and Z axis that you can, manipulate the camera in around Geralt. And, you can move the slider a little bit, exit the menu, go back into the game, and the camera will change for you. So, it's trial and error, but once you get it to how you like, it really is an awesome mod. I would highly recommend not using the first person mode in combat. It is terrible, it is glitchy, your sense of awareness goes, because the game's not made for first person viewing. The combat really does fucking suck in first person mode. I'd highly recommend just leaving that as the default camera, which you could do easily. Just leave it alone. Just stick to using it for exploration, walking around, running and stuff. You use it to your heart's content. But, I would stick away from using first person mode from swimming, sailing, horse riding, and, combat. Although I've changed the camera a little bit with the horse riding, I've pushed it a bit closer towards Geralt, so it's, he takes up a bit more of the screen, but it's terrible in first person mode. Highly recommend sticking just to exploration when you're manipulating the camera for first person mode. So just to be clear, that this mod Absolute Camera is not a true form of first person mode for Geralt. It is a manipulation of the camera around Geralt. So you, in essence, move the camera slightly above his head, slightly in front of him, and there you go. It's practically first-person mode, but it is not a full-on FPS mode. I'll leave a link in the description below, so if you want to check out the mod. It's a bit fiddly to get how you want. May take a bit of trial and error, but once you get it to how you want, you have a lot more fun, I believe, in The Witcher. And I always thought that it should have been, the exploration part should have been in first person mode, but thanks to the modding community, we can actually just do it ourselves. So brilliant. Thank you to the author who created this mod, and this is GVM-uk, and I'll catch you later.